Attack on Titan is back, and boy, did it unload a full long hour special on us. Essentially, the first two episodes of this final chapter, if you will, part one, which the second part is coming like this fall. But for the most part, man, this episode was everything that you love about Attack on Titan and more. Man, how shall we get into this? Essentially, it leaves off where, the last episode or last time we saw the crew, Eren's going and doing the rumbling on Marley and the whole rest of the world, and our heroes are trying to kind of stop him, or they're trying to stop him to point to Eren the error of his ways. Yet essentially it's like, okay, how are we going to get into that? So right now, a lot is happening, and I guess we can get into the nitty gritty of everything, but I felt this way even in the last part, and I know a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I already know the comment section is going to be filled, but I personally do not see Eren as a villain. There's something about it that doesn't show villain signs to me. Now, the way I can back this up, kinda, is essentially this part right here, where he's literally saved the kid that he knows is gonna die in the future. This is something that happened in the past, of course, but he literally foresees the future, knows that, or memories of the future. Yeah, he knows that this kid is gonna die, but he saves him anyway, regardless, and then cries to this kid and apologizing for something that he knows is going to happen, which is the current rumbling. And of course, it shows us this kid's point of view, and yeah, it didn't go over too well for him. Like, that does not give evil villain destroying the world vibes here. Essentially, Eren is going through with the memories he has of the future, of things that he knows is about to happen, and he's going through with it, even though he essentially doesn't want to a degree, and like he knows it has to come to pass. A lot of the events and stuff like he has to do has to come to pass, and this doesn't scream. And there's been many times when people had Eren both on their favorite protagonist and antagonist list. Like, he's on both. But every time I see stuff like that, I'm just sitting there like, it may have to do with the whole fact that we followed Eren in all the first few seasons, and we've wanted him to be like, yeah, find out what's outside those walls. Yeah, Marley's a bad guy. Get rid of him. And then now he's actually, okay, all right, I will. And he's straight up destroying the whole world, and everyone's like, wait, hold up. We wanted you to get rid of Marley, but not massacre the world here. This is a slippery slope as a viewer of Attack on Titan, because it's kind of hilarious. It's like, how bad do we want him to win? We want him to win, but we don't want him to destroy the world win. So it's kind of hilarious, but I still, in my heart of hearts, see Eren as the protag, trying to get through this, and brings a actual real good question that Reiner came out in the future and said that maybe he wants us to stop him. Now, essentially, after Reiner says that, all of a sudden they get dropped into this world, and which of course are like, dang, was he spying on us? Is he listening to what we're saying and such? And I think Eren is, to a degree. I mean, that him pulling him was way too much of a coincidence, because he knows that they're sitting there talking and discussing. Like, Armin really wants to talk with him, which makes sense, because, Armin and Mikasa are his best friends. They grew up together and such. And oh man, it's just such a bad situation that's happening. A lot of emotions are happening at this moment in time. Especially you can see it where Annie was sitting there talking with Mikasa. A lot of emotions are happening. They're trying to figure out how do they how do they kind of save the world, if you will, stopping Eren from essentially flattening the whole world except for his people, yet still they had to fight and kill a lot of their friends on the way. By them trying to stop Eren, they're deemed as traitors by their own people. But of course, mass genocide is never a good way to win an argument. They've never gone into any peace treaty and been like, yes, we want peace, through mass genocide. And it's like, come on, this isn't the peace that they want. Yes, they want peace, and they want for the fact that, everyone can coincide and come together. But then Eren's kind of like, nah, I want to make sure that my people's future is secured forever without any disruptions or any issues. And it's just crazy how those two clash, because even Eren said himself, I'm giving you guys freedom. I have the freedom myself. So of course, two opposing sides with freedom are going to clash together. It's true, but it's a shame that it's like its own best friends. And I love the line. I love the line in the actual anime that Annie said to Mikasa, where's your scarf? And then of course Mikasa kind of stops and is like, I still have it. Because it's essentially a symbolic thing that she got the scarf from Eren to begin with, yet here she is fighting against Eren. So it's hard for her to hold on to something that is symbolic of her relationship with Eren, yet she's fighting against him. And it's pretty crazy, the whole dynamic that's actually in this show. Like, we've grown with this show so much. In the beginning, this show has essentially been like, what is going on? Like, it literally has been a big question mark. What's happening? Oh, they're behind walls. Oh, they're the only people in the whole world. Psych! They're not the only people in the whole world. They're like in a supposed prison island, essentially. And here's these Titans. Oh my God, Titans are eating people. This is why they're the only people in the world. Psych! The Titans are people. And these people have several stories tall, but some of them are regular people that turn into Titans. And it's just like, everything about the show has actually been like leading up. Oh, the basement. That was for several seasons. Oh my God, what's in the basement? Answers what's in the basement. Oh my Lord, this whole world is open to us. What's happening? And then what's going on with Eren? It's so many mysterious things. Like this might be another thing people comment on. This is probably the mysteries that Lost, the show, should have had. Like, Lost had a lot of mysteries, and even a lot of them haven't even been answered. But the cascading, like, what's going on? It's like they have a mystery, it is answered maybe several seasons later, but then another mystery comes, it's answered, maybe in another episode. It's like all this stuff happens. While Lost is like, here's a mystery. Are we ever gonna find out? I don't know. We kind of find out halfway, but not totally. And at least they give us mysteries here and they give us answers for them. And then we latch onto something else that's happening. On top of the whole destruction, action, and everything else that's tied to the show. Attack on Titan has been a great show. And I know a lot of people nowadays try to say, hey, if you want to introduce someone to anime, what would be a good show to introduce someone on? And a lot of people say Attack on Titan, because it starts off, it's a crazy first episode that captures a lot of people and then kind of goes from there. But this is Attack on Titan that we currently have. And right now it's still going strong. And yes, does it feel like they're kind of stringing us along a little bit with the final chapter, part 1, part 2 type deal? Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yes, it is a meme for a reason, but if it keeps delivering good episodes like this, I mean, I'll sit there and watch it, and I'll sit there and review it. And it's still such a good episode, and has a lot of conflicts on whether or not who is friend or foe, whether this is right or wrong. And right now, those 2 episodes that they gave us have been very good, very good. I will comment on the fact that the opener, which they do show at the end of these episodes, the new opener by Sam Under the Tree, I gotta listen to the full song on that. Now, granted, it's not as like, oh my god, music like the Rumbling was. Like, the Rumbling is still like very good. I listen to it almost every day. But you know, it sounds pretty good. It sounds pretty good. You know, kind of like My War. In the beginning of My War, I was like, oh, what is this? What is this song? Ugh. And then you listen to My War, and you're like, okay, it's a jam. It's a jam. Like, it grows on you. But regardless, great show. Awesome. Can't wait to see what happens in the future. I will be here watching it. I hope you guys will as well. Definitely comment down below everything we've already talked about, and maybe some of the things that you like as well. Definitely. Make sure you guys stay tuned, like the video, and subscribe to more reviews in the future. We will definitely be doing more of this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Bye-bye for now.
This ain't what you want, bitch, I'm a fucking phenomenon.